Hello and welcome to December Lead Code Challenge, day 10. The problem name is valid mountain array, and the problem says that given an array of integers r, return true if and only if it is a valid mountain array. So what is a mountain array? So mountain array is called an array is called a mountain array if it is strictly increasing till some point, and after that point it is strictly decreasing. Then we'll say that it is uh, it is a mountain array. Like in this example, till element 5, all the numbers are in strictly increasing order, and after the number 5, all the elements are in strictly decreasing order. So this array, we can say it is a mountain array. Similarly, if an array is not strictly is increasing but it is not strictly increasing, then we'll say it is not a mountain array. Like uh, uh, there are two threes, so they are equal. Uh, so that is why we will say that it is not a mountain array. So if we observe one thing, till uh, element 5, all the numbers are in sorted ascending order, and after number 5, all the elements uh, are sorted but in descending order. So when we see sorted elements, then we can think of binary search. So uh, we'll use a variation of binary search over here, wherein we'll have to search for an element, for the pivot element, we can say, wherein the element is, if it is greater than the next element, and also if it is greater than the previous element, then we'll say that this particular element is a pivot element. Okay, that is till the point that is uh, till this point all numbers will be in increasing order, in strictly increasing order, and after this point all the numbers will be in strictly decreasing order. So we'll use binary search to find this pivot element, and after finding the pivot element, we'll iterate through the elements from 0th index to the pivot element, and we'll see whether the numbers are in strictly increasing order or not. If they are not, then we'll return false, and we'll also iterate through the elements after the pivot element, and we'll see whether the numbers are in strictly decreasing order or not. So let's start coding. So let's write the first base condition. If r equal to null, or r or dot length is less than 3, then we'll straight away return false. Why less than 3? Because it is already given in the condition, array length has to be greater than or equal to 3. Okay, now we'll write the code to find pivot element. So let's write binary search code. uh, Int low equal to 0, int high equal to r dot length minus 1, and we'll also uh, uh, have a pivot element. While low is less than equal to high, then we'll have to find mid. Low plus high minus low divided by 2. Why high minus low divided by 2? Just to avoid the buffer overflow. Now we'll check if r of mid minus 1 is less than r of mid. Okay, and r of mid is greater than r of mid plus 1, then we can say the pivot element is the mid. We'll also break here as we found the pivot. So as I said that the previous element, the pivot element has to be greater than the previous element and the next element as well. So here we have written the condition accordingly. Okay, now what will be if we did not find the pivot, then we have to find in either the first half or the second half. So let's say initially when our mid is 4, then we can see that it is not the pivot element. Uh, uh, so we'll have to find the pivot. We'll have to see whether if it is uh, less than the next element, then the pivot lies on the right hand side, on the right side of the 4. So we'll have to write air of mid plus 1, low equal to mid plus 1. Similarly, else high will be equal to mid minus 1. This means that the pivot element is on the left hand side of mid. Yeah. We'll have to put one more condition, like if mid is less than equal to 0 and at mid or sorry or mid is greater than equal to air dot length minus 1. If such is the case, then we'll return false. Why this? Because we don't want uh, index out of bound exception. If such is the case, then it means that the pivot does not exist. That is why we have put uh, such a condition. Okay. Then if we find the pivot, what we'll do, we'll iterate through the elements. I is less than pivot plus I. Okay. Now we'll see whether the elements are in strictly increasing order or not. If they are not, then we'll return false. So air of I. Now if 2 is not less than 3, that means it is not a strictly increasing order. So if air of I plus 1, that means it won't be strictly increasing order, so we can directly return false. Why equal to? Because like the above case, right? If such is the case, if the next element and the current element both are equal, then it is not strictly increasing. That is why we'll return false. Similarly, we'll check the later part of the pivot element. Int I equal to pivot plus 1. I is less than air dot length minus 1 plus I. Why minus 1? Because we are checking the next element as well. So that is why. Now the uh, uh, the elements after the pivot element has to be strictly decreasing. So we'll have to check a condition. If air of I is less than equal to air of I plus 1, then return false. It means that it is not strictly decreasing. Then we'll return true. That means that the array is the mountain array wherein the numbers are in strictly increasing and strictly decreasing order. So let's submit. Let's run the code. Okay, it is accepted. Let's submit as well. Let's see. Yes, it worked. So thank you. Thanks for watching this video.